Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you the difference between the MIDI tracks, the audio tracks, and the return tracks. These two are the return, where it says A reverb and B delay. I think the older versions of Ableton, they called them returns by default, but now I think they add these. I think, or maybe it's just the suite. I don't know. Anyways, these are return tracks. So here's the difference between the three. MIDI is used for playing instruments into Ableton and like using virtual instruments like synthesizers that are built in. Audio is use a lot of like samples, and return tracks used for effects like reverb and delay. So for example, to use the MIDI track, you would use let's use like a, I guess go to instruments, funk saw bass. That looks cool. So you can make beautiful music with that. Really pretty. Look at that. Yeah. Anyways, audio you use for audio, like I said, samples and things like that. So I've picked this one just because I thought Brother was pretty cool.
Stop your brother.
Yeah, see, pretty cool. So that is an audio track. So I use audio a lot for vocals, some samples like drum loops and things like that. With MIDI, a lot of times I'll bring in like a drum rack, if it would go, and then I'll load the sample. Like let's say I want like a hi-hat, I would put a sample in there. That way I can, the difference between that is it's like this. So I can, like, you know, draw out different,
Stop your brother.
and you can change, yeah, you can change a lot more with the MIDI. So a lot of the samples I'll use is MIDI, but it's still awesome for have audio because there's certain things like this vocal.
Stop your brother.
That's really cool. Or like, I know it's a lot of EDM, you want white noise and stuff like that. So you want something, yeah. I don't think I've ever used that effect, but okay. Cool. That's an audio track. Reverb and delay, these return tracks. What that's pretty much used for is being able to kind of use a effect for a lot of your different things. So these boxes right here control the amount of effect that these return tracks go to. So return track A is controlled to this box, as you see, reverb A. And B delay, when I click on this box, it switches to B delay. So this shows how much of this effect is going to go into this track. So for example, I could do this, I could add a reverb to this vocal. Let's delete that. So
Stop your brother.
you can hear the reverb in that. And that's coming from this that I dragged and dropped onto this track. So if I put it at 100%, yeah, really reverbed out. So let's turn that off.
Stop your brother.
So now it's dragging. Now let's say we drag this same reverb. I know there's already one here, but I just want to show it more clear. So once again,
Stop your brother.
the box is at 0. Put it at 100.
Stop your brother.
There's reverb now. So as you notice, it wasn't as
Stop your brother.
much as if it was on.
Stop your brother.
It's a lot more reverb on that, but you honestly will never need that much reverb anyway, so it's not a big deal. But either way, it helps. So like, let's say you have like 20 drums or something like that, and you want the same reverb on it. You don't want to put reverb on all 20 drums because your CPU is just going to poop on you. So it's a lot easier if you just put it on a return track, and maybe if you use, let's say you do like a group, you can just do it on that group. Or if you want different ones for each specifically, say you have a snare right here and like hi-hats, and you want a little bit more on the hi-hats or whatever. It gives you more control without making your CPU go crazy. And yeah, that's the difference between a MIDI track, an audio track, and a return track.